I am Nadim. I am the Senior Director of Compliance Investigations in Hikma Pharmaceutical. I'm the Head of Investigation Unit in Middle East, Europe and USA. As a Head of Investigations, I'm responsible for internal investigations, checking and investigating any internal misconducts, violation of internal laws and regulations, and external regulatory requirements and laws and regulations the same. Part of my job is related in a way or another to the enterprise risk management, where we need to reduce the risk exposure for the company through the investigation process. You know, the first 2 degrees, the diploma and the professional postgraduate diploma, both of them were accredited from Manchester University. So this is the normal flow to move to a master's degree with the same university accrediting my previous degree. So you can think like it's linked together. Yes, I know I can go outside, but checking the curriculum of the degree itself plus the recommendation from the ICA, I thought that this is the best fit for me just to move a step ahead. Let's think about this one like an added value for me from practical point of view, because in the university, if you look to that from academic point of view, we can check what's the best practice that followed across the industry. It's not my industry only, because the good thing in the networking process, I'm meeting other employees from financial sector, from real estate, insurance sector, and other. Maybe I'm the unique one, that I'm the only one working in the pharmaceutical industry. So the way they are delivering this degree, the nice thing about this one, that it's generic. It could be manipulated and changed according to the practice you are following. So with that, I can add to my day-to-day or to my day-to-day practice. Plus, I need to check if what I'm doing inside my company right now, consider the best of everything that's going on in the industry or across the field of compliance or not. I think that this is part of the challenge and the added value for me from the degree. Still, what we are looking right now in the course is a different level of what choices that we have and what's the kind of risk exposure that we may face when go online. And then, yes, I can compare it back with the practice that already I did during the COVID and post-COVID. So we can move to a point where we can see whatever happened in the COVID-19, it's something like an interim measures or something that, yes, we can move as a new business model when we balance it versus the risk exposure inside the company or inside the market. So yes, it's an added value. We are looking to the academic point of view of the digitalization of the whole process, but still we need to link it with the practical part. So to come up with the sum, what's the best balance or formula when dealing post-COVID with the digitalization of the compliance process. So it was formulated in a way that you can tailor whatever you want according to your experience, according to your practice. This is from the general, let's say, setup of the material. The flow of the material itself was convenient. Every week you have a certain section you need to go through. It's a mix-up between reading plus you hear you see and hear some videos explaining more and more than needed, plus the material that you really need in your free time outside. So I think it was well managed regarding the timeline, plus we have some breaks in the middle, which is nice. The networking part is very important, I think, because it's a mixed experience. We are speaking about colleagues coming, we are around 16 or 17 colleagues coming from different jurisdictions. So it's good to know, especially I'm responsible for Europe, MENA and US, it's good to know what's going on for the updates or the best practices in these jurisdictions, even if I'm speaking about outside the pharmaceutical industry, which is mainly the finance and the legal. This is the first one. Plus the level of speakers or who participated in the workshops gave us some insights about, for example, like yesterday, how to establish the dissertation in a systematic way, what's the question that you need to ask, what's the limitation, inclusion, or whatever. So the practical master class, I think that it's an added value to fine-tune the whole process itself. Yes, I can do it online completely without having these interactions or practical master classes, but I think that it's a big added value for me to understand outside the context of the material itself. time management, and you need to keep up with the pace of the course. Don't leave it to the last moment like what we get used to do when we were young, because with your profession, with your family, you don't have the, let's say, the luxury of keeping everything to the last moment. Everything will be missed out. The standards here in the university is very high, which is something I fully respect and I understand, I like. So in order to meet these standards, you need to keep the pace, manage your time in not in a proper way, in a perfect way, in order not to lose the balance. And yeah, you can do, I think that the best out of that.